How's it going, rednecks? You guys might recognize this vehicle as the Yukon that I replaced the fender on and swapped the whole interior from the Tahoe into this, and then took the whole interior from this Yukon and installed into the Tahoe. Now that was all simple compared to what I'm about to do. I'm about to completely transform this truck from inside to out as well as power, and I guess we'll get started with the power first. And right here behind me is a 6-liter LQ9, and that is the 6-liter HO. So that is going to give me around 80 horsepower for this thing, and I pulled that from LKQ for $225. Now with having the more powerful motor, I'm going to want to have better brakes. So I'm going to do a brake upgrade, as far as I'm going to upgrade my brake booster with this hydro booster that I pulled from another Escalade. With the power of the Escalade and the braking of the Escalade, I want the interior of this thing to look just as fancy as it performs. So I need to do something about this dash. Not only the dash, I want to do something with the steering column. So right here behind me is the dash and fascia and grab handle for the passenger side for the dash of the Yukon. And this is one from an Escalade. And as you can see, it is quite a bit different. Now I'm fairly positive this is a direct bolt-in, but as you can see, the paint is peeling as well as the color is off. So I got my work cut out. I'm gonna have to get all the old paint off of this and paint it to the correct color so it matches my interior. Now onto the steering wheel. Now as far as steering wheels go, I have two options. I have the 2000 to 2002 Escalade steering wheel, or I have the 2003 to 2006 steering wheel, which is going to require me to change out the column because mine is a 2001. And the reason they're different, and you have to make the steering wheel column change, because this shaft size right here on the 2003 to 2006 is smaller than the one from 2000 to 2002. Now I honestly don't know what wheel I want to run. I do want to run the 2003 to 2006 because personally I think it looks a little nicer, but that's going to require this whole column to be changed, and honestly I don't know if that plug-in's the same. I don't know if it bolts up the same, so that's why you guys are going to have to stay tuned and keep watching to see if it actually works, if I end up going this route or not. But yeah, let's get on to the body. Now as far as the exterior goes, I personally don't like this Yukon front clip. I know we just got done replacing the fender. I have a rust-free truck now, but I don't care. I can't get over how ugly this front clip is, so I'm going to change it out for an Escalade front clip. And there's a few downfalls of doing this, and let's go over them right now. Now I don't know what years did it or why they did it, but some years had the cladding for the Escalade built into the fender. So this is all steel. And then I have this one right here where the cladding is plastic and the fender is steel. Now this is also going to be different because the fender has a bumper mount bracket on it, as well as there are two holes right here underneath this cladding. So I plan on running fender flares, but if you guys plan on just removing this cladding and running the fender the way it is, you are going to be in for a big surprise. Behind the two fenders that I also have the rear glass and rear gate, and that is an option too if I want to put that on the outside. And it's also dark and spooky in here, but I have the rear D-pillar plastics that I could install as well. In this mess of a house, you will find the headlights, the grill, and if we take a walk over here, I have the hood and my loyal puppy. Now this whole build is subject to change. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Those front fenders are going to be a pain because I believe I'm going to have to chop my fenders here because the cladding actually has to fold behind them, and the fenders on the Escalade had cutouts on them. So I'm going to have to figure that out. I got to figure out the front bumper. I got to figure out fenders. I got to figure out wiring. I got to figure out the steering column. I got to figure out steering wheel, interior parts. I got a lot going on in this build, and I think the first thing I'm going to do, get that front clip pulled off, get the motor that is right on the other side of the truck sitting on the ground over there, get that thing installed and running, and then we're going to go from there. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this series. I'm going to try and have an update video, hopefully weekly, on this thing, just a short clip of what I've been doing and what I am doing. So hopefully you guys stick around for that, and yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, and get back to work.